Hello friends, good morning to all of you. In this video I would like to start cost classification by time. कॉस्ट क्लासिफिकेशन बाय टाइम। इसके पिछले वाले वीडियो में हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे क्लासिफिकेशन बाय नेचर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन और प्रोसेस, क्लासिफिकेशन बाय नेचर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन और प्रोसेस एंड डिवाइडेड इनटू बैच कॉस्ट, प्रोसेस कॉस्ट, ऑपरेशन कॉस्ट, ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट, contract cost and joint cost. And the meaning of batch costing is the aggregate cost related to a cost unit consists of a group of similar articles which maintains its identity with one or more stage of production. This is called batch costing. And process costing is goods are produced from a sequence of continuous or repetitive operation or process. The cost incurred during a period is considered as a period cost. Okay, process costing is employed in industries where a continuous process of manufacturing is carried out. Then operation cost means cost of a specific operation involved in a production process or business activity, right? Operating cost means cost incurred in conducting a business activity which giving services rather than manufacturing product. Industries and services like powerhouse, travel agencies, transport, hospitals, schools, which undertake services. This is called operating cost. And contract costing means with some terms and conditions between contractee and contractor. Contract is the cost of a contract. Contract is the cost of contract with some terms and conditions between contractee and contractor. Okay. Then joint cost means joint costs are the general cost of facilities or service employed in the output of two or more simultaneously produced or otherwise closely related operations, commodities or services. Okay, so now then byproduct means byproduct cost is the cost assigned to byproduct with the split of point. Now classification by time, cost classification by time. So again इसको टू मेन सब हेड में डिवाइड हुआ है. वन इज हिस्टोरिकल कॉस्ट, अनदर वन ये कॉस्ट प्री डिटरमाइन कॉस्ट एंड हिस्टोरिकल कॉस्ट. देन predetermined cost again divided into standard cost and estimated cost. Standard cost and estimated cost. Okay, then the meaning of historical cost. Meaning of historical cost. See, historical cost means the cost incurred for acquiring assets or producing any goods or services. They are post-mortem cost. Ascertained after they have been incurred, and they represent the cost of actual operational performance. Right? Historical costing follows a system of accounting to which all values are based on cost which are actually incurred as relevant from time to time. So historical cost basically means one type of post-mortem cost which are ascertained after they have been incurred. Then predetermined cost means predetermined cost for a product are computed in advance of production process, right, on the basis of a specification of all the factors affecting cost and cost data. Predetermined cost may be either standard or estimated. predetermined cost standard हो सकता है या फिर estimated हो सकता है. Okay, then next standard cost also a predetermined norm applies as a scale of reference for assessing actual cost, whether these are more or less. The standard cost survey as a basis of cost control and as a measure of productive efficiency when ultimately posed with an actual cost. It given management with a medium by which the effectiveness of current result is measured and responsibility of deviation placed. Standard costs are used to compare the actual cost with standard cost. Standard costs are used to compare between actual cost and standard cost with a view to know the variance, with a view to calculate the variance, know the variance if any, and analyze the cause of variance and take immediate measure to control them. So this is called standard cost. ये एग्जाम्पल ये एग्जामिनेशन में आ सकता है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Standard costs are used to compare the actual cost with the standard cost with a view to know the variance if any and analyze the cause of variance and take immediate necessary action or immediate measure to control them. Then estimated cost. Estimated cost means estimated cost of a product are made in advance for the performance of operations or even before the acceptance of sales order Estimated cost is found with specific reference to product in question and the activity levels of the plant. It has no link with actual and hence it is assumed to be less accurate than the standard cost. It is assumed to be less accurate than standard cost. स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्ट से इसको लेस एक्यूरेट माना जाता है. एस्टिमेटेड कॉस्ट ऑफ ए प्रोडक्ट मेड इन एडवांस प्रायर टू द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ ऑपरेशन. इट प्रिपेयर इन एडवांस प्रायर टू द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ ऑपरेशन और even before the acceptance of sales order. Estimated cost is found with specific reference to product in question and the activity levels of the plant. It has no link with actual and hence it is assumed to be less accurate than standard cost. Okay, so this is all about classification by time. Okay, so now we have to study about the various techniques of costing. ये technique of costing you need to remember these 4 important techniques of costing, because if you study very well about all this you can easily calculate all the illustration also. So the meaning is very important to know. मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग, स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्टिंग, बजटरी कंट्रोल एंड यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्टिंग, ये सब में आपको पूरा जानकारी लाना पड़ेगा कि मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग क्या है, स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्टिंग क्या है, बजटरी कंट्रोल क्या है एंड यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्टिंग क्या है. ओके, सो फर्स्ट मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग. मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग इज द ascertainment of marginal cost and of the effect on profit of modification in volume or type of output by differentiating between fixed cost and variable cost. Marginal costing is the ascertainment of marginal cost and the effect of on profit of difference in volume or type of output by differentiating between fixed cost and variable cost. Okay, means मार्जिनल कॉस्ट कैलकुलेट किया जाता है सेल्स रेवेन्यू देन लेस वेरिएबल कॉस्ट देन वी ऑब्टेन contribution. After that we have to less fixed cost if any, then we will come into profit. Okay, so several other terms in use like direct costing, contributory costing, variable costing, differential costing and incremental costing are used more or less synonymously with marginal costing. The term direct cost should not be confused with direct costing. In absorption costing, direct costs refer to the cost which is attributable to a cost center of cost unit. Example: direct labor, direct material, and direct expenses, including all the fixed expenses, that is the fixed expenses which are directly charged. In direct costing or marginal costing, factory variable overhead is taken as a direct cost, while in the absorption cost it is indirect cost. ओके, सो आपको सिर्फ ये जो अंडरलाइन किया है मैंने, इसको आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा. Marginal costing is the ascertainment of marginal cost and the effect on profit of difference in the volume or type of output by differentiating between fixed cost and variable cost. Then standard costing. Standard costing also very important for your examination point of view. Short note may come with 4 marks. So standard costing is defined as the preparation and use of standard cost, their comparison with actual cost, and the measurement and analysis of variance to their cause and point of incidence. Standard cost is a predetermined cost unit that is calculated from the management standards of efficient operation and the relevant necessary expenditure. Standard costs are useful for the cost estimation and price quotation. Standard costs are useful for the cost estimation and price quotation and for indicating the suitable cost allowance for product, process and operation, but they are effective tools for cost control only when compared with actual cost of operation. The technique of standard costing may be summarized as: first, predetermined cost or predetermination of technical data related to production, that is all the details of materials and labor operations required for each product and the quantum of inevitable losses, efficiencies, expected level of activity, etc. Then predetermination of standard cost in full information under each element. Details of under each element of labor, material and overhead. Then another technique of standard costing, to comparison of the actual performance and cost with the standards and working out the variances Then analysis of the variance in order to determine the reasons for deviation. इसमें analysis किया जाता है actual with standard to know the variance or to know the deviations of actuals from the standards, and then necessary action need to be taken. Then presentation of information to the appropriate level of management to enable suitable action, that is remedial measures or revision of the standard being taken. So these are the summarized technique of standard costing. First, standard costing क्या करता है? Predetermination of technical data related to production, that is details of materials and labor operations required for each product, the quantum of inevitable losses, efficiencies expected, level of activity, etc. Then predetermination of standard cost in full information under each element, that is labor, material and overhead. Then comparison of the actual performance and cost with the standards and working out the variances if any, that is the difference between the actual and the standards. After that analyze करता है, analysis of the variances in order to know the reasons for deviations of actuals from the standard. After that presentation of information to the appropriate level of management. उसके बाद जो डिफरेंस आएगा उसको वो प्रेजेंट करेगा with the appropriate level of management to enable them to take suitable action, that is remedial measures or revision of the standard being taken, right? So this is called standard costing. Next, technique number 3, that is budgetary control. Budgetary control also very important, very important to know. Short note may come in your examination with 4 marks. Okay, so budgetary control means the process of continuous comparison of actual cost and the performance with a predetermined or pre-established budget. Budgetary control is the process of continuous comparison of actual cost and performance with the pre-established budget. Okay, budgetary control is the similar with this standard costing, but in case of budgetary control there are few differences in relation to the responsibility of the executive to specific budget for the achievement of a target in accordance with the policy of the organization and to given a basis for revision of budget. Therefore, budgetary control involves mainly establishment of budget. Budgetary control involves mainly for establishment of budgets, continuous comparison of actual with budgets for achievement of goal target, then revision of budget in the light of different circumstances, in the light of changed circumstances or different circumstances. Then the classification of budgets into various categories certainly helps to make the budgetary control more effective, because the maximum use is made of the functional budget over the goals to be attained by the functional executives and thus assume the greatest significance. So this is called budgetary control. Mainly budgetary control is the process of continuous comparison, of actual cost and performance. वो फिर एक्चुअल कॉस्ट हो सकता है या फिर परफॉर्मेंस विथ प्री एस्टेब्लिश्ड बजट, जो भी पहले बजट हुआ है प्री एस्टेब्लिश्ड बजट उसके साथ ये मैच होगा, कंटिन्यूस कंपैरिजन होगा. क्या होगा? एक्चुअल कॉस्ट एंड ऑल्सो परफॉर्मेंस इफ एनी. ओके, in relation to the responsibilities of the executive to the specific budget for the achievement of a target in accordance with the policy of the organization and to provide a basis for revision of budget. Therefore, budgetary control involve mainly establishment of budgets. Okay, then uniform costing. Uniform costing also very important. Short notes also may come in your examinations with 4 marks. So need to remember, uniform costing means uniform costing may be defined as the application and use of the same costing principles and procedures by different organization. जो भी जितने भी different organization हो but सभी में same costing principle and technique use होगा as per uniform costing technique. Same costing principles and procedure by different organization under the same management or on a common understanding between the agents of an association. It is thus not a separate technique or method. It simply denotes a situation in which a number of organizations may use the same costing principles in such a way as to produce costs which are of the maximum comparability. और सिंपली में इसको कहा जाएगा ए सिचुएशन इन व्हिच ए नंबर ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में यूज द सेम कॉस्टिंग प्रिंसिपल्स इन सच ए वे as to produce a cost which are of the maximum comparability, right? From such comparable cost, a valuable conclusion can be drawn. When the uniform costing is made use of by the different concerns, the same management, it helps to indicate the strength and or weaknesses of those concerns. By studying the findings, appropriate corrective steps may be taken to improve the overall efficiency of the organization. थ्रो यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्टिंग क्या होगा? फाइंडिंग्स को निकालने के बाद अप्रोप्रिएट करेक्टिव एक्शन लिया जाएगा टू इम्प्रूव द ओवरऑल एफिशिएंसी ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ओके, देन व्हेन यूज्ड बाय द ऑल द स्टाफ कंसर्न्स ऑफ ए ट्रेड एसोसिएशन, यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्टिंग helps to reduce expenditure on a matching marketing. To know and follow a uniform pricing policy, to exchange information between the members for comprised and improvement, and so on. Then inter-firm comparison, as the name suggests, means the techniques of evaluating the performance, efficiencies, deficiencies, cost and profit of similar nature of firms engaged in the same industry or business. It consists of exchange of information voluntarily, of course, concerning production, sales cost with various types of breakup, prices, profit, etc. among the firms who are interested or willing to make the device a success. The basic purpose of such comparison are to find out the work points in an organization and to improve the efficiency by taking appropriate measures to weed out the weakness gradually over a period of time. This is called inter-firm comparison. Okay, so in this way I have studied chapter 1 completely. इसके नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम लोग जितने भी सेल्फ एग्जामिनेशन क्वेश्चन है इसको हम लोग उसके ऊपर एक्सप्लेनेशन करेंगे, वीडियो बनाएंगे, और जितने भी मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चन है उसके ऊपर भी डिस्कस करेंगे. मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चन, फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स एंड मैचिंग द कॉलम. ओके, सो you just need to revise it completely. Study note number 1 is very important to study. जो मैंने अंडरलाइन किया है उसको अच्छे से पढ़ना है. लिमिटेशंस, व्हाई cost accounting is developing, and these are the point. Then the meaning of cost accounting, then objectives of cost accounting, scope of cost accountancy, the difference between financial accounting and cost accounting, then cost accounting and management accounting, what are the advantages of cost accounting, then limitations of cost accounting system, then installation of cost system और cost accounting system. ये सब important है. जो मैं अंडरलाइन किया हुआ हूँ उसको अच्छे से पढ़ना है. Then cost object, cost center and cost unit, elements of cost. These are the elements of cost: overhead, prime cost, cost object, cost center. Then responsibility center, profit center, cost unit. Then cost allocation, then cost apportionment, cost absorption, conversion cost, cost control, and the steps of cost control. Then what are the advantages of cost control, cost reduction, the difference between cost control and cost reduction, different classification of cost, classification by nature of expenses, relation to cost center, cost unit, classification by functions, classification based on behavior, fixed, semi-variable or variable, classification based on cost for management decision making, then classification by nature of production or process, then classification by time. After that, the different techniques of costing. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. and thank you so much for your support. Happy studying.